But Joseph Farah founded the Western Journalism Center 28, 29 years ago, and that was the progenitor 23 years ago of WorldNet Daily. And he suffered what they're calling a serious stroke, and reportedly it's pretty serious strokes. We should pray for him. But more than that, it's a celebration of Joseph Farah, because believe me, back then, if you look at the Clinton Library Foundation, separate from their other foundation, Judicial Watch sued like 4 years ago. We got the documents with Joseph Farah. The Clintons were like, if the Western Journalism Center succeeds, if we have anybody subscribes, if they get their own economy, it'll be super popular. We'll be defeated. Let's harass them. Let's have them sued. Let's discredit them, but they failed. I heard about this a few hours ago. We looked into it. It's true. It's posted to Infowars.com. The first online journalist group leader has had a serious stroke. I was thinking about Joseph Farah. I swear it happens all the time. So hard, like 2 days ago. I was like, I got to get him on. He had me on about a year or two. I got to get Joseph Farah on. Boom. WMD founder Joseph Farah suffers serious stroke. Nation's first online news organization pulling together in leaders' absence. Dear WorldNet Daily readers, friends, and allies. And you know, okay, Joseph Farah, WorldNet Daily. Man, they were the first. They're in the Clinton Foundation documents. Not the big foundation, but the library. Their main enemy was him. Shut him down. He was there battling the Clintons toe-to-toe. Others took the payoffs. We know who they are. It's whatever. He didn't take the payoff, and he's a great patriot. We'll talk about Joseph Farah when we return. Then Dr. Nick Begich. Stay with us. Tomorrow's news today. Only you can share these links. All right. Dr. Nick Begich, a real insider without choice. Really smart guy is about to take over. I'm not going to take over any of his time, so I'll be with you in about 5 minutes. In the War Room with Owen Schroyer is coming up. But Joseph Farah founded the Western Journalism Center 28, 29 years ago, and that was the progenitor 23 years ago of WorldNet Daily. And he suffered what they're calling a serious stroke. The article from WorldNet Daily is worldnetdaily.com, is up on Infowars.com. And reportedly it's pretty serious strokes. We should pray for him. But more than that, it's a celebration of Joseph Farah, because believe me, back then, if you look at the Clinton Library Foundation, separate from their other foundation, Judicial Watch sued like 4 years ago. We got the documents with Joseph Farah. The Clintons were like, if the Western Journalism Center succeeds, if we have anybody subscribes, if they get their own economy, it'll be super popular. We'll be defeated. Let's harass them. Let's have them sued. Let's discredit them, but they failed. And I got articles in 1996 and 1997 published in WorldNet Daily when I went down and did original reporting. They had Delta Force training for gun confiscation and everything else. And I had Delta Force people actually leaking it to me. They didn't like what was happening. Like 2 years after, I was like, later, like, you know, Delta Force is the one that told the city manager to tell you that. They didn't like it either, Alex. Stop bashing Delta Force. We're the ones that gave you the information. But I was like 24 years old. I mean, you learn this stuff as you go along, that the military is full of good people. It's just that bad globalists could try to run it. So Joseph Farah is a really great guy. And I was thinking about him so much 3 or 4 days ago. I don't know when he had the stroke. They don't say it, but it's that crazy thing. Like I always think about somebody and I turn the news on, they're dead. And we all have that kind of that psychic experience, especially if we've known somebody. But he's not dead. He's had a serious stroke, and the story, again, is at worldnetdaily.com. It's at Infowars.com. We should all pray for Joseph Farah. Like David Knight had a really big heart attack. A couple months later, he's back in the saddle better than ever. Got those arteries cleared up. And so the miracle of modern medicine. And so I hope that he gets back in the saddle. But regardless, it's all in God's hand. So pray for his wife, Elizabeth, and their kids as well, because Joseph is a good guy, and he's a great guy. And he's somebody that's been there for decades when nobody else. And, you know, WorldNet Daily's still big, but used to it was the biggest thing out there. It was bigger than Newsmax for a while, you know, never bigger than Drudge, but bigger than Infowars. And it's still big, but, you know, Joseph would talk about, wow, Infowars is getting 10 times the traffic we are. Oh, kid, you're doing great. Just a few years ago, he wanted to work with me in business. I wanted to do it, but I got so busy I never did it. And I was like, Joseph, it doesn't matter. You built the foundation, buddy. However many floors we build on this house, or however many families live in this house, You know, You're the First was a big leftist newspaper editor, some of the biggest papers in the country, brought up by communists who woke up, bucked the trend, said no. And whether it was the Clinton Chronicles or whether it was exposing Vince Foster or whether it was all those key things that nobody was doing at the time, he was there. And that's what really matters. Not who's first, but you've got to praise people that are there at the first floor, the founders. And of the modern movement, you could call it fifth wave, sixth wave Americana in our 241-year history, you can say that Joseph Farah is the big wave that came before this mega wave. And that's what I told Vice right after Trump got elected. I said, you think you're going to destroy me? Think you're going to destroy Trump? This is just a manifestation of humanity's hunger for liberty, humanity's hunger for freedom. And I said, there's much bigger waves coming, and you're not going to stop it. That's what's important. So talking about the next waves, the sixth wave, the seventh wave, the eighth wave, if we accept this and take on this destiny, Dr. Nick Begich will talk about the sixth wave, seventh wave, eighth wave, ninth wave, 10th wave. What is coming next if we choose our destiny? With Dr. Nick Begich. Stay with us. Again, I'm Alex Jones with newswars.com. Tomorrow's News Today. War Room is in 55 minutes with Owen Schroyer. Thank you to the great crew. It's incredible. We're fighting back, and we're winning thanks to you. I got some good news for you, folks, but some bad news for the globalists. I've got good news for the people of America and the people of the world. Trump has been totally exonerated from the entire Russiagate attempted coup d'etat takedown. And now he's going on the offense with the big executive order of a week ago that targets universities that are public that violate the First Amendment. And now he summoned the head of Google just yesterday to let Sundar know that his treason by selling us out to China and censoring the American people and meddling in our elections will not stand. And Trump said the meeting went well. And the word is Apple and Facebook and Twitter, they're all being talked to by the president over the telephone, and private meetings are being set up where he's going to lay down the law that they're not going to side with authoritarian foreign powers, and that they're going to either abide by the Constitution and Bill of Rights and not be authoritarians, or he's going to take action against them. That is everything we've needed to hear. Now let's make sure the president follows through. Now, InfoWars, as you know, is seen by the enemy as the tip of the spear, because we are, because of you, the supporters, and our message of liberty. We're rebooting America in 1776 worldwide. And we've had a special running for about a week and a half, Save the First Amendment 1776 Super Sale. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is the last few days of the sale. Some of our best-selling items have sold out, others are close to selling out, so we've got to end the sale coming up early next week. So it only leaves 4 or 5 days left in this super sale at InfoWarsStore.com or InfoWarsLife.com. Get store-wide free shipping and 50 to 60% off all these best-selling items and fund the InfoWar all at the same time, a total 360 win. The Save the First Amendment super sale at InfoWarsStore.com with only a few days left.